I think Silver's gym clothes is lying. In summary, sprites do not always visually represent what is actually happening in the game. Yana does not have full control over what can appear as sprites. Yana illustrated the gym clothes and school uniform cards from start to finish by herself. There is sometimes a disconnect between what the sprites are doing and what is actually happening in the stories, as the limits of the medium mean that they can only portray so much. We will be told via dialogue that what is actually happening is different from what we're seeing on screen, which is where the novel part of visual novel has to do some heavy lifting, such as when Vargas describes Idia as riding on Ortho's back, Ace comments on Jack tanning, and Colum wears glasses throughout different scenes in the main story and vignettes, none of which is actually being represented on screen. This is also true of Silver being unusually well-muscled, with characters referencing such repeatedly. This happens particularly often in Book 7 for spoiler reasons that cannot be shared on this account. In a vignette, Silver explains he was able to beat a man in an arm wrestling contest who had successfully beaten several burly members of Savannah Claw, saying, all of Ruggy's burly friends had tried, but each lost within seconds. At first the owner went easy on me. Worried he would hurt me, he said. But once he realized I was no pushover, he stopped holding back. It was no easy feat, but all their encouragement helped me eke out a victory. As for how Silver can possibly be so well-muscled, he explains it is from life with Lilia, saying, I've never really struggled with anything involving physical fitness. My daily life back home was training enough. Drawing river water, chopping firewood, chasing around the animals who lived nearby must have helped strengthen my legs as well. In a tweet posted on May 12, 2020, Yana talks about submitting her idea for Crowley to be wearing a vacation outfit in Book 4, despite expecting it to be rejected. So it seems that she does not have complete control over how the sprites look. She designs the characters but is maybe not doing the game development work of physically implementing them, and there are others who can approve of or reject her ideas based on in-game limitations. Was a canon-accurate Silver sprite maybe one of those rejections? Effort was even made to give Silver muscle in the 2nd anniversary PV, so it does seem to be an important point. We do not know too many details about the team that is helping Yana with card illustrations, but we know they have been there from the beginning, with the recently released English version of the first visual book, called the Official Art Book, in English, providing translations of Yana's notes to the colorists for the ceremonial robes and labware art. She also references a graphic artist in her 2020 interview for the Magical Archives. But the gym clothes and school uniforms, the original batch of our cards, were different. Yana says she did them all by herself from start to finish, as they were going to be most people's first introductions to the characters. She also mentions writing several of the original vignettes that were available when the game was launched. While she does not specify which ones, it is possible that she authored the vignettes to the gym clothes and school uniforms as well. If anything, we can maybe consider the base card art for the gym clothes and school uniforms as more canon than the sprite designs of those same characters, even though the sprites are what we're used to seeing, as card art is not being forced to change the characters' appearances in order to fit the limitations of live 2D sprites. The sprites have this same issue with height. In the game, Epel is made taller while Malleus is made shorter, in order to fit his horns in the screen. But at 156 centimeters, Epel maybe only comes up to Malleus's shoulder.